So we're recording. Welcome to Math 21 in the AM. Your host, Joe Shadelka. Hot dog, we got some good stuff here though. So I asked you guys to think about if these are fixed expenses or variable expenses. Do you have this chart in front of you, Jonah? Okay, great. I'm going to ask about some things here. Might be quicker for me to say, which ones did you think are fixed expenses? Did you put your F's and D's down? Whether you did or not. Which ones did you think is fixed? I started with car payment. That's usually the exact same amount every month. Did you do it? Why don't you look at it your paper? You didn't do it, did you? Don't lie to me.
I didn't do it. Like,
okay, you did? Well, then flip it on. Really? You spend the same amount on video games every month? That's odd. Just because one video game might be $19.95, the next month you might spend $50, I think. I think that's a variable. Would you guys agree? I would think video games would be a variable. Okay, I'm going to move on then. Insurance, and I'm talking, usually the most typical kind of insurance a younger person would have is car plates. That should be the same amount every month. I'm going to call that fixed. Now, whether you buy your clothing or somebody who takes care of you buys your clothing, would that be the same every month, Gavin? No. It's variable. Oh! Gas. Even if you use the exact same liters of gas, which is unlikely, every month, the price changes every week, every month. So I'd say that's a variable. Now, recreation is the stuff that we don't need to tell, I don't need to know about, but that's fun stuff. Is that the same or different? Yeah, so we're going to say variable. That's a variable expense. Gifts. Is it better to give or receive? They did. They say that. So what are you giving me if it's so good? An answer. What do you think, variable or fixed? Oh, I just want to hear V or F. Variable. Fixed. A fixed gift, that's a constant bribe to your teacher there. Yeah, and that's it. $20 a week. I'm going to pass this class by doing nothing. I'm kidding. So, now, cell phone plans. It depends on your plan, but most plans are the same every month. Somebody's paying for your phone, right? I don't know who. Do you have a cell phone plan? Do you have a cell phone? Oh, you don't. Fair enough. So if you did, it would probably be a fixed expense, and that's why you don't, is because somebody has to pay for it monthly. Like my youngest guy has a cell phone plan that's $17 a month. He doesn't have data. It's been, in school and stuff. But he's been able to text outside of school and so it doesn't have to be expensive. Some cell phone plans, $80, $90, $100 a month. Crazy. Movies. What do you guys think? A gym membership. Now you guys are in school, so I hope you don't pay for a gym membership. But if you were, if you're out of school and working, you want to go to a gym, probably pay a monthly fee to go to Planet Fitness. That's a fixed. Vacation. I wish. That's a variable. Hopefully you don't vacation every. Then be living the dream. Vacation in every month. Life. Rent should be the same every month. And then when there is an increase, hopefully it's only every couple of years. That's a fixed expense. Eating out, McDonald's. You guys were to have lunch out. I said McDonald's, that's right. What do you guys, Liam, you're going to have a restaurant meal. Where would you go? Anywhere. McDonald's. Are you more fast food? Well, you can go to those steakhouses and stuff like this. $50 a person or something like that, eh? Egg or something like that. That's a lot of money. Anyway, car repairs. Hopefully you're not repairing your car every month. And that's a variable expense. Oil changes, stuff like that. Lost phone. Hopefully you don't replace your phone every month. That's a variable. Speeding tickets. I get my regular speeding tickets in school zone once a day on my way to work. No, I don't. Hopefully that's once or twice a year at most. Right? We get the idea of fixed expenses, variable expenses, right? A variable expense can be a monthly expense like gas. It's just not the exact same. Groceries, it's just not the same. It's not the budget. And then we flip the page again. That's what I was getting into, reoccurring and unexpected. So a lot of these reoccurring expenses are variable, some are fixed. But groceries, even though it's variable, it's a reoccurring expense. I have to eat every month. Video games, on the other hand, I would not say it's totally unexpected, but we're going to put it as unexpected because you don't think of it as every month. Insurance is a regular or reoccurring expense. Now, clothing, most people don't buy clothes every month. Some people do. But I mean, I'm looking around, the way I dress and you guys dress, I think we don't buy clothing weekly. Some, like some people like dress and they're buying new clothes every day. So I'm going to say unexpected. Gas, though, even though it's different every month, it is a regular or a recurring expense. You want a car, you got to put recreation. Now, recreation, I said, is just a big thing for fun stuff. Might be a recurring expense. Now, I could put into recreation. None of you guys say you smoke and vape? I'm not going to snitch your pants. Somebody vape here? Yeah, okay. I'll call that recreation. I'm not going to talk to you guys about stuff I said that I'm not going to talk about. That might be a regular expense. If you don't smoke or drink or whatever, or party that much, you might not have a big recreation budget. It might be unexpected. I can put reoccurring. And I'm going to get a question. Yes. Hey guys, we're recording. No, but I mean, who hasn't used the washroom? Yeah, great. Yes. That's different. We're going to try to figure out a way to hold it until the class changes. Gifts. Who gives gifts every month? You do. It's a good one. People like it though. But most of you guys would be unexpected, like not a regular occurrence. Christmas, maybe. And Grandma's birthday. So it depends on you. That could be either category. I'm going to put unexpected because I don't give gifts every month. My kids have summer birthdays. July and August. June, July, August. Cell phone is reoccurring expense. Movies, it depends on you. If you go to the movies every second week, that's reoccurring. I don't. I go every once in a while. For me, it's unexpected, but that depends on you. Gym membership, if you had one, it'd be a reoccurring expense. Vacation, like I said before, it's probably not every month. So. Rent, reoccurring, I should be focusing on that. Eating out, it depends on you. For me, it's not a reoccurring expense. Some people, though, I'm going to put you for me. Some people, though, if they have a job where it's like they're super busy and they work, say, 12-hour shifts or something like this, and it's like, I just need to eat and go to bed because I'm working 6 days, 12-hour shifts, and I just need to go home. That could be a regular, reoccurring expense. Car repairs. have an old crappy car, maybe it's recurring expense, but I'm going to put my expense. The whole expense. And it lost for me. So, you guys get the idea of recurring expense? Thanks. This is finally something different. Okay. Monthly expenses paid each month. Annual expenses once a year. Of course, an announcement. All right. So car plates, insurance, let's say, but plates. You can pay it all once, or you can ask for a month. I actually pay it all at once, annual expense. And you can pay it all at once, $1,200, or your monthly expense. They made the math pretty easy because I can do this one. 12 months, $1,200, that's $1,000 a month. Or, I said 1,000, $100 a month, right? Okay. That's how you can figure it out. You just save it yourself. I'll tell you this though, if it was $1,200 and I wanted to pay it monthly, they would not charge me $100 a month. They'd actually charge me about $104 just for the financing. So it's a little bit cheaper to pay it all at once if you have that money. How about this? Changing monthly expenses to annual. So I do pay $50 a month for a gym. What's my annual expense? Well, there's 12 months. So I would multiply by 12 and say, okay, I spend $600 every year on the gym. That's how you can figure it out. Now, I'll tell you where this comes in handy. See, you smoke. How often do you buy cigarettes? You buy like 20 bucks each a pack? You got a deal. How much do you spend a week about on cigarettes? You smoke almost a pack a day. 40 to 60 bucks, let's say 50 bucks a week. Okay. I'll tell you this, at this age, here's where you start thinking about this. 50 bucks, smokes. Write this down. 50 bucks a week. We'll say one person we know smokes and spends about 50 bucks a week. How much in a year, if you smoke, spend 50 bucks a week? How many weeks in a year, guys? 52, like a deck of cards. I go with 50 bucks times 52 weeks. That's why I'm using the 52. I'll just calculate that out. I'm just saying, sometimes when you do this, you realize, oh my God, I did not realize how much I'm spending. 2,600 bucks a year. What could you do with 2,600 bucks if you didn't? Those video games you were talking about. All kinds of things, yeah. But when you think about little expenditures like this, 10 bucks or 15 bucks a day on cigarettes or whatever, and then it's like, that really adds up. And I'm saying this not, I've been very open about it. I'm trying now, I'm 49, I'm trying to quit smoking. So I just think of all the money I could have. I'd be loaded, rich, like every other teacher. I'm not. I can save a heck of a lot of money. Plus, I'd be healthier if I didn't cough. There you go. So many reasons not to smoke. Think about the annual thing. And I'm telling you guys, this is the age when you pick up a bad habit like that. Don't do it because you probably will like it. Most smokers don't start smoking. Hate it. Just don't try it. Right? Listen to that. That's the power of the calm. Okay. what I want you guys to do is go back and forth. Monthly expenses, if that's 212 a month, say times 12, and you figure out what it is for the year. If you have a annual expense and you want to go figure out what it is a month, you divide by 12, right? Pardon me. Oh, and there's 10 of those. That's not going to take you long. I'm going to get you to do this. This is just a check over. Can you do all of these things? And I'm going to get an assignment. And then that's it. Okay? So you guys got this wrapped up. We're going to have an assignment after this tomorrow.